What's going on? I didn't think of an intro. How you doing? My speakers are up kind of loud because I guess I was kind of celebrating the fact that I finally fixed the gosh darn audio. You probably weren't here before, but if you were, you know what happened. For some reason, plugging in the microphone during a stream instead of before a stream will make the audio from your computer not work, and I need that audio so that I can actually listen to the ghost videos, and one of them is about EVPs, electronic video phenomenon, right? I think. Okay, never mind. Let's not dwell on what stands for what. I had a breather beforehand just to get over the fact that we were dealing with technical issues. So yes, sorry about that to my 24 subscribers. Sorry if I popped up on your phone more than once in the span of like half an hour. Won't happen again. I pulled a Dr. Disrespect too. It's like 45 minutes after I planned to get started. No, he kept people waiting a lot longer before he showed up. That's cool, he's on YouTube now. Okay. Alright. Let's get right into it. Oh my goodness, I'm looking forward to this. Slapped ham, I'm behind. Yes. Panda Boo. Look who's in the chat. Am I going in the right direction? No, I'm going in the wrong direction yet again. Everything's backwards. What's going on? We're gonna watch some spooky ghost videos, I tell you what. Hank Hill would not have voted for Trump. What was I gonna say? Oh, it's funny, is you're gonna get a notification for this video again on Sunday if I edit everything right and do what I'm supposed to. Yeah, awesome. Let's watch some ghost videos together, boo. My boo's here. Perfect timing, too. Alright, so you know what? This wound up working out. We're good to go. What the heck was that? What?
How you doing? I'm Callan and
How you doing, man?
Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary videos that are starting to freak people out.
I'm just going to test the audio.
And get ready for more creepy content, just like this.
And you're a bit loud.
YouTuber Sharon Bailey wasn't expecting to make any scary videos when she took out her video camera to record her little girl showing off some dance moves. However, it seems like a spirit decided to turn this solo into a group act. In a dark room of the house, the little girl stands in a dramatic pose, prepared to show off the dance moves she created inspired by Elvis. The young girl starts swaying and moving to the music as her stoic dog looks on. A few minutes into the dance, the girl suddenly stops and glances to her left for several seconds.
Uh-oh.
It's as if she's seen something in the corner of her room. She eventually returns to her dancing.
She's in her room?
Shortly after, the footage takes on a strange quality.
Oh, mist.
The previously
creepy
clear
mist,
film
and the dog is acting weird.
Smoky, as if a white mist is rising up just below the camera.
I see the mist. And the dog is like, the dog is like, why are you dancing?
The woman behind the camera asks
dog doesn't even see the ghost.
Anything. The girl doesn't
Dogs
respond,
usually do,
but the
right,
dog
Boo?
seems to think something's up. Then
maybe the
something
dog.
truly extraordinary happens.
Yeah.
Just behind where the girl is dancing, a blurry figure appears to run past.
Oh! Damn, that gave me the
It
chills.
moves too quickly to make out any features, but it appears to be the same color as the white mist that had just risen up in front of the camera lens.
You can really see how transparent my beard is with this bright-ass light. Let's make things scarier.
No one seems to notice the ghostly figure until reviewing the
impressive
footage later. The woman filming claims she and her daughter were the only ones at home when the video was taken, leaving the ghostly figure shrouded in
Can't judge
mystery.
a person by their facial hair. Ugh. Or clothes right now. Still technically going on.
No,
it is definitely going on. Oh my god, what am I saying?
Out of the vault. We've been getting so many messages and emails from you guys asking if this t-shirt will be available again. It's been by far one of our most popular t-shirts.
Is it?
Good news, here it is, making its triumphant return. There's a link to our merch store where you can get this bad boy in the description box below. It's also available in the merch shelf just below this player. Check it out.
But yeah, I'm gonna need to get this under control very soon.
Saga and Yolson believed that our bodily needs were no longer a pressing issue in the afterlife. However, in this scary video uploaded to
Turning
YouTube,
down the light, I made it
seems to have captured
spookier too.
evidence that this may not be the case. The video focuses on a simple roll of toilet paper. The roll is near its end, hanging on a holder.
Does it roll
attached
up or
to the
down?
wall.
I say
There's
up for some
nothing strange
reason.
about this
I
setup.
don't know why I got that feeling.
However, when the toilet paper begins to move on its own, Sargon reached for his camera. Over the next few seconds, the toilet paper begins to slowly unroll, eventually piling up on the floor just below.
It's a ghost cat.
It begins to move faster and faster, practically spinning itself right off the holder. Eventually, the entire roll is laying in a messy pile on the bathroom floor.
For reals.
Throughout the video, the entire roll, from the holder to the pile on the ground, is completely visible. This makes it impossible for an unseen hand to be pulling or spinning the toilet paper just out of the camera's view.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how I would pull that off.
In addition, the holder itself remains completely stationary, so this video is clearly not the work of some electronic
it doesn't look like it's
toilet
spinning.
paper holder. So is something supernatural at work here? Perhaps a playful poltergeist looking to cause trouble.
You think it's fake? I don't know. This person was probably like, toilet paper's moving a bit and got their camera. I don't know.
CCTV security cameras have recently become one of the
keeps
best
on.
ways to capture
If there was a string at the very end of it,
Redditor, this Chris
it'd
special,
be going out
found
the
this
door or
out when
something,
watching
right?
some
It was
footage
going down
taken
into a
from an
pile.
outdoor security camera, which shows something highly unusual. The bizarre video begins in a pretty
I don't think
ordinary
so.
way. We see a man in a hat standing near a metal gate blocking off part of the roadway. He has a pile of luggage at his feet as if waiting for someone. There are trees all around, but there's nothing natural about what happens next. As the man remains completely still,
Going back to what I was saying before,
begins to move
I'll
horizontally
go out in like
across
sweater
the
and
center of the screen.
shorts.
The round
Around the
object
house I'll
suddenly
wear a
appears
robe.
near the middle of the
That's my
shot.
pandemic uniform. What the heck is that? That reminds me of the witch
It
moving.
floats just above one of the metal
along
gates,
the
blocking off the
mountainside.
road in an almost straight line until disappearing off screen.
You guys know what video I'm talking about?
It's worth noting that nothing else moves while the
It
black
appears out
object
of nowhere.
makes its way across the screen.
Black
Although this
orb?
particular orb is
Shadow?
not the same
Part of a
colour
shadow
as
figure?
Typical round ghostly apparitions. Many who have viewed the video are still convinced it's most likely a spirit.
Spirit
Others
or
theorize that it could be some sort of
glitch?
small UFO.
UFO.
However, some viewers are
It is
convinced that
technically
the
a
video is
UFO. It's
fake,
unidentified.
pointing to the complete lack
It's
of
flying.
movement
I don't know
in
if
the
it's an
background
object.
throughout the footage.
Could be a shadow being.
So could this video be a hoax, or did something paranormal cause a glitch in the film?
I don't know.
YouTuber Eel Red was one of many British viewers not expecting to see any scary videos when they tuned into their local news station to check out the morning headlines. But something not quite natural had other ideas for this broadcast. Like many news stations, this one uses live webcams to showcase things like weather and traffic in the local area.
Messing with the
On this
audio.
particular morning, the newscaster is speaking in a live
Clearing my
shot
throat.
from the Millennium Bridge over the River Tyne in
Commentating
Newcastle. At first,
myself.
everything in the shot appears normal. The unsuspecting news anchor continues reading headlines without realizing that something
Matrix.
strange is happening just behind him.
Yeah.
As the webcam captures footage of traffic on the bridge, a strange white object suddenly appears out of the lower left-hand corner of the shot.
Interesting.
It
So that's like
streaks across the
live
screen,
feed
moving at an
of
incredible
a bridge
speed.
that they got always playing in the
Its movements
background.
are a
and
blur, and the only thing viewers
Just
can
explaining
see
what
is that the
Slaptam
object
already
is white
explained,
and
but-
incredibly fast.
Okay.
Numerous explanations
Now,
have been put forward.
my
by the
question-
thousands
okay,
of
I have a
viewers who
question.
Saw the strange phenomenon.
I have a question for the audience out there. UFO Hey, maybe. Which one do you think is more likely a camera glitch? The one we just saw, or the one before it? One was like a black kind of orb ball looking thing moving across. This one was like more of a white streak. Do you think one is paranormal and one is not? One is a UFO and one is a ghost? Let me know what you think. They're both paranormal, or only one is, or they're both not.
Some believe that the footage shows evidence of an alien craft. Others believe it was some sort of ghost.
I get why they're back to back, though.
Meanwhile, some are certain
I don't know if I would.
Natural phenomenon.
No, I guess
such
a white
as
streak
or glare on the camera. While no one can say
I think a white streak is more ghostly.
White streak in the morning's newscast. One thing is for certain.
Which one's more alien, though?
Viewers are going to be watching the live webcam footage much more closely.
That could just as likely. I don't know if it could just as likely be a UFO. I don't know how common they are compared to ghost sightings.
Many people believe that animals are
we
need
these statistics, but they're not out there.
Humans are. Predator Britain 969 may have captured evidence of this on film when she decided to record a video of her adorable dog.
Oh, I love pet ones. We were talking about
the cute pup sitting
this earlier,
on the floor,
I think.
looking straight into the camera. He isn't playing or doing much of anything. However, that changes a few seconds into the video.
He starts randomly freaking
rolls,
out.
The dog suddenly flinches and steps abruptly to the side.
Dogs do that, though. Let's see.
Or shoved him.
Normal weird dog or ghost.
The dog stares for a few seconds at the spot where the invisible kick originated, cowering away from the unseen attacker, with his head down and his tail between his legs, giving a wide berth to
Dog
the area
pushing
where the
ghost?
invisible
What the
attacker
heck?
might have been. Viewers of the video on Reddit are truly perplexed. Many who are dog parents themselves state that the dog's reaction clearly indicates it's been kicked, poked, or shoved, even though no one appears in the video.
That's what it looks like, right? If it lost its balance, it would just be like a simple
explanation for the dog's behavior. Viewers have unanimously expressed their hope that any resident spirit will start being nicer.
Yeah, that's not a dog just losing its balance. There's an ad coming in 3, 2, 1.
Before we take a look at some terrifying footage captured in an abandoned hospital in Florida, remember to hit that subscribe button.
Should always watch the ads.
That little bell icon there. That way you'll get notifications every time
I want
we
ads one
upload
day.
our scary videos.
I was talking about this in one of my most recent videos, I think. More recent.
YouTuber The Fam is known for visiting strange and creepy places and returning with truly scary videos. In this adventure, he visits the abandoned Parkway West Hospital in Miami Gardens, Florida, USA.
Okay.
This hospital is commonly believed to be
Abandoned
haunted.
hospitals, man.
The building is falling apart and too dangerous for most people to enter.
Why are they always haunted? Always.
It does attract dangerous
A
trespassers,
lot of pain and
however,
suffering, I
such
guess.
as a murder suspect who used the building as a hiding place to avoid authorities.
Oh, goodness.
The Fam enters the building hoping for some
Abandoned
creepy encounters.
hospitals, mental hospitals. I don't know if that's the correct
He
term.
takes on the challenge alone, prepared to spend
Institution?
the night by himself in the abandoned hospital. The rundown building is like
But
the set of a
abandoned
horror
ones.
film, and our urban explorer quickly finds himself ill at ease.
You always hear about urban explorers.
What in the hell was that?
He states that he hears odd noises and feels like something's watching him from behind.
Could have sworn I just heard a noise over there.
Going through this kind of
He
stuff.
wonders if there's another person in the building, or if perhaps a spirit is warning him to keep away from the morgue.
Is there somebody here? Is there any spirits here?
At one point in the adventure, the camera picks up something that the explorer doesn't see. A shadowy figure darting past in the dimly lit hallway.
Okay, let's see.
Although he doesn't see the shadow person
God,
in this instance,
son of a
he does notice that a piece of wood
B-word.
hanging from the ceiling
Damn
is
it.
moving inexplicably.
Did you hear him
Someone had just
effing
brushed
go?
past it moments before.
That gave. Oh my god, that gave me chills.
Visitors and security guards have
I
reported
thought his
unusual
breathy
appearances
hi or whatever
such
he
as
said.
dark shadows,
I thought that was
strange noises
paranormal
in the
too. That was
stairwells,
him.
And lights mysteriously
That in addition to the
turning on
freaking
and off.
shadow.
Many visitors
Oh my
report
God.
feeling as if someone's watching
Freaking
them
me
from
out.
the darkness. Some believe these individuals may belong
seriously,
to the
my
ghost
heart
of a woman
sank.
who died in childbirth while the hospital was still in operation.
It stopped and
In an
looked at
abandoned
him. Did you
hospital,
see
there's no
that?
telling what strange spirits may be lingering in the darkened hallways.
Don't LOL.
Hospitals see more
Not
than their
funny.
fair share of
It's
death,
scary. It's
so
just
thousands
me
of
here now.
spirits could be responsible for the eerie occurrences in this terrifying video.
Fudge!
If you want to see some more scary videos, check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, there's a paranormal playlist right there you can binge on. Now, remember to follow us on our
Thank
other
you,
socials too.
Slap
We're
Tam,
on
for the
Instagram,
recommendation.
Facebook, and Twitter.
Usually at the end of videos, there's audio. I'm talking about the bedroom. Normally, you're here, okay? It's just me. He's chilling. Okay, but yeah, I paused that. Follow all of his social media and stuff. Reason I pause it is sometimes the music at the end of the video is like music that they paid for, and I'll get copyright claimed for it. So I'll pause it before it could play more than that. But yeah, that was good. Do I agree with the order? I think I definitely agree with number 1. Because that one gave me the strongest effing reaction. Hey, you know what? I don't think I've seen... This is an older video, and I don't think I've seen any of these. I'm pretty sure. But I've also got bad short-term memory, especially at this moment, or usually when I watch YouTube videos like this, which I don't know if is a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm also brilliant in, you know, letting you in on my... what I do for fun, my hobby. I wonder if the opening music is copyright claimed. I think I usually cut that out too when I do a reaction, just one reaction.
Slap Ham. Today we're looking at some supernatural security footage no one can quite explain.
Yes, I think we've seen supernatural security footage from Slap Ham before.
Mysterious content, just like this.
Alright, so far, I am surprised. I am pleasantly surprised at the quality.
This supernatural
I know this
footage
is
shows
just
the
only the
inside
second
of the
video so
garage.
far.
A wide-angle fisheye lens is used, which allows for an outstanding range of vision. It's a very typical garage with cars sitting outside in the driveway and various outdoor
Slap Ham, and he's
gardening
moving up
items
the ladder
throughout
of
the area in front of the doorway. As the video begins, we can clearly see that it's night
ghost
time.
channels I like.
After a few seconds, a mysterious light descends from the sky. It disappears for a moment before seeming to travel right through the side of the truck in the driveway.
Sky.
At first, it looks
Saw that.
sausage-shaped, but as it moves,
Okay,
its
now I saw it
consistency
the first time now.
becomes apparent.
My goodness, are the
Once
two
it
even
makes its way
related?
into the garage, the bizarre apparition vanishes.
Or is it
almost
two
as quickly
separate
as it
apparitions?
appeared.
Are you sure
There
it's
isn't
something?
anybody around in the shot, and no noise to indicate anyone.
Oh,
lurking
the
on camera.
mist and the quality. That's
If
how.
you slow the footage down, you can see that the mysterious shape's movements seem somewhat purposeful, yet very odd.
Looks like it's coming out of the tire thing. I don't know vehicles.
Perhaps the eeriest notion is that the light seems to disappear into thin air once it enters the garage.
Oh!
What
Was
do
it
you
going
think
towards the
security
door of the
cameras
house?
captured? Could it be proof that a ghost
think it
is
was.
haunting the property? Or is
Alright,
there
so far
another
this one's 100%
explanation for this
real.
creepy video?
You mean to tell me it gets better than this? They're starting off with this at number 6.
This scary video comes from Escape Paranormal. It opens with a
Poltergeist.
stereotypical warehouse scene.
So we're going
An
to see
empty
some
hallway
movement.
greets the viewer as they're led deeper and deeper into the warehouse. While you instantly get vibes that something eerie is about to happen, you're left wondering when exactly it'll occur. Almost every single corner taken in this video causes
Now
the
I'm
viewer
wondering.
to jump. The intense build-up adds to the suspense.
Alright,
as we
boo-boo,
follow
I'll be
the
here
person
for a little
filming
while.
through the warehouse. After walking through a small doorway, one of the final things we see towards the end of the video is a series of storage lockers that are painted white. Without any warning, the door on the right flings open. It's a violent
No
burst
audio?
of activity in an otherwise quiet
Still.
storage room.
Oh man.
The The incident scares the security
Freaky.
guard enough that they begin to sprint out of the area as quickly as they can. As many urban explorers are probably well aware, it's often the lead up to an unexpected event that proves to be the scariest part of any investigation. Was this security guard witness to paranormal activity? The answer is unclear. However, one thing's for sure, they'll certainly think twice before returning to this chilling location.
Damn. I wonder if this light...
Nothing says terrifying like finding out that
It's too
something
close.
ghoulish could be lurking around
Hey,
your
it
house.
looks a little better.
However, that's exactly
in my
what
opinion.
happened to one of our viewers, J2001MG. This
Damn.
image was caught on a Wild Game Nation trail
That's a really
camera.
good pick.
It was set up
A really good pick.
However, it seems that it might have also captured something rather chilling.
I
When
made
the
this joke
security
before,
footage
but
was inspected, they discovered
yeah,
some
I saw that
sort of
face right away.
face staring back at them.
you know, sometimes you'll visit someone
It almost
And
seems
they'll be
to blend in
tidying up
perfectly with the mesh from the
when you
chicken
show
coop,
up.
with its dark hair and
just
wide
be
nose,
putting newspapers
even
and
looks
other
as if
stuff
it could be
away. Oh, here you
screaming
can
in
sit
one of
here
the
and blah blah
photos.
blah. I'm like that with my streams. Oh, let me just make the lighting
Viewer
and audio
mentions
better.
that the chickens were up in their roost at the time, ruling them out of the equation. Plus, this picture had a date and timestamp that said May 12th,
Chicken
2020,
coop.
yet it showed up in the March 23rd set of pictures.
Haunted chicken.
While any time a mysterious face-like shape shows up on camera, one automatically thinks it could be a case of pareidolia. However, given that there are chickens
But this
living
one-
inside the coop, in this instance, there is certainly reason for concern.
Okay,
So
well,
what do you think's been captured in this creepy
all right,
camera
maybe it
photo?
is
Could it
pareidolia.
really be some sort of ghoulish
Since
creature?
I didn't know
Love to get your opinions on
there were
this one
chickens
in
in
the
there.
comment section below.
But apparently there are chickens in there. So that's like a
Taken from the Canary
chicken's
Security
behind
webcam
or something,
music
part of a
DJ
chicken.
Jonesy Jones,
And
this
you
footage
see the
seems to
white-
have captured
The
something
camera's only
rather
picking up a bit
mysterious.
of the chicken, the
Early
whiteness
on in the clip, we
behind
see
the
two apparitions that seemingly
chicken wire.
manifest out of thin air.
Oh. And this mist looks
If
similar
this isn't creepy enough, the uploader claims that she received an alert notification
to what
on her
happened in the
mobile
garage.
phone that there was motion detected.
See, I
in the
like
living
this
room.
because
One normally wouldn't assume to find some
It's
supernatural
proof.
security footage as a result. Yet on viewing the footage, you can see a sudden movement on the left as two wisps suddenly appear out of nowhere.
that paranormal phenomena
The shapes quickly
behaves
begin
in
to take
certain
on a more
ways
stereotypical
sometimes.
ghostly appearance before vanishing into the
Am I
light.
phrasing that right? Like the fact that this mist
This
is
footage
similar to the
certainly
mist in the
chilling.
garage, but
Unlike
also
many security camera clips, these
in both
shapes don't
instances-
resemble floating orbs or dust particles reflecting the light. There's little denying that
If it
these
was
wispy
like
shapes really
editing
resemble
software or
ghosts.
something
But could this really be
in
the
After
case?
Effects,
Unfortunately, without further
I feel like
information,
that
this video will have to remain a mystery.
mist would look the same there. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? There's a good place to pause it. Like, that mist was a bit mistier, milkier, a little more high def, but exact same phenomenon, but captured with two different quality cameras. And if you were using the same After Effects, I feel like it would look much more similar in those regards, definition and stuff like that. Like the one in the crappy video, the mist would probably look clearer, but no, it matched with the quality of that. It's legit. It's a phenomenon, and like, there's two things I keep an eye open for. I'm gonna skip this ad. Stuff that looks similar because it's someone using the same After Effects, and stuff that looks similar because it's the same paranormal phenomenon, mist, orbs. And I think those were good examples of the latter.
This supernatural security footage from Vision Paranormal.
Supernatural. Oh, someone explained to me.
Down your
I said this
spine.
before, but
Is this the Grim Reaper hunting its prey,
Ugh.
or is there a more logical
Supernatural is more like
explanation?
physical
You have
entities,
to
right?
decide for yourself.
Paranormal's more
begins with what appears
spiritual.
To be a normal hallway with a security camera focusing on the
Bigfoot
corner
is
of a
supernatural and witches. Wait, I'm not even 100% sure.
After a few seconds,
I don't know the difference.
Figure peeks its head from the shadowy stairwell.
Why do they always poke their heads out?
It appears cautious at first, almost as if looking out to see if anybody's watching. Slowly, the sinister looking
This one's
figure
real
shuffles
too.
its way
Okay,
down
so
the
I am
stairs.
super impressed with Slapped Ham, I have to say.
Oddly enough, the more it exposes itself, the more cautious it seems to be. However, rather than moving with a sense of fear or timidity, the cloaked being seems to lurch about as though possibly stalking something or someone.
Look at it. I don't know if that's the Grim Reaper per se,
the figure
but
is finally in full view. It almost appears like it's wearing a traditional European-style cloak that covers everything all the way down to its feet.
or a black dress,
Startlingly, it
robe.
resembles the visage of the Grim Reaper. Whoever
Yeah, I'll
might
give you
be
that.
on the other side of that doorway could be in for a terrifying shock. Although it's not apparent if the figure possesses any sort of weapon or other means of doing
Did it
harm,
trigger the
careful
lights,
nature
or was
of
that
its
you
stalking
lighting?
leads the mind to only wonder what its devilish
Lighting it up.
intent might be. Given the fact that this haunting took place at 1:46 a.m., it certainly lends credence to the phrase "going bump in the night."
That was... Oh no, it did trigger... Okay. Well, lights,
Before we
motion...
take a look at some terrifying
paranormal
footage captured in a commercial kitchen.
entities do
Remember to
trigger
hit that
motion
subscribe
sensors.
button,
We know
then
this.
Tickle that little bell icon
From
there.
previous-
That way
from
you'll
past
get
videos.
notifications every time we upload scary and mysterious videos. Whenever someone goes out for a tasty meal, they probably don't anticipate being served from a haunted kitchen. However, after seeing this footage shared by Desdi Masala Zerchu, that could be the kind of grade A ghostly service that one might receive from this commercial cookery.
Hey, it's the
The
thumbnail.
footage opens up with a
Number
woman in a
one.
well-lit
Numero
tiny
uno.
kitchen working inside a large refrigeration unit. She's organising the various meals and other prep items for the dinner rush, and doesn't seem particularly fazed by anything. After spending a while rummaging around, something unexpected catches her attention.
What
She
happens?
jumps in shock, flinging the refrigerator closed in response to the ghostly action. Seemingly for no reason at all, we see a small bowl of flour flung violently from the stainless steel rack behind her.
Does
closely
get
followed
flung
by a red
violently.
cup.
This is all security
Cup
footage.
goes spinning off to the corner
That's why
of the
it's so
kitchen near
real.
a trash can, and the flour
Ghosts
falls
are
in a
real.
heap on the floor.
Poltergeists are real.
After pausing for a moment to examine the situation, bizarrely, the woman just returns to stacking the refrigerator.
Oh man. Yeah. It's like,
Although the incident could have been some type of elaborate prank,
This
the
happens
footage
all the
doesn't show
time,
any
I'm sure.
sign of human activity in the kitchen. Considering that it seems there isn't much room to fit behind the stainless steel rack, it's highly unlikely that anyone could have thrown the cup and spilled the flour with such aggressive force.
I would need to see another angle to
could
see
have
if there's
caused
an
such a
actual
startling
wall
event.
behind that shelving, but that's
Have you
pretty
ever had something
believable.
unexpectedly happen in the kitchen? Perhaps a misplaced item or dish that suddenly fell to the ground? If so, remember that this footage seems to show that hauntings could occur just about anywhere.
An ad. Hee hee.
If you want to see some more
Oh.
freaky security footage, then
Hey.
check out that link on the top there.
I appreciate that, Slapped Ham. For real. Putting the ad right before the video ends. Instead of right before playing number one or something. You know what? Now's a good time to take a break. I'm going to be editing this shorter later. And, you know, we're just getting started here on YouTube. Well, that's not true. Well, with streaming on this channel, that is true. So, yeah. It's just me here at the moment. Girlfriend's taking a break too. She'll be right back. So, I want to make this a bit more entertaining for myself. And therefore, more entertaining for you when you watch it later. So, 1 second. Okay, I'm good. Let's go. There's this funny meme. It's like,
how you doing? I'm Callan, and
me.
this is Slapped Ham.
Alright,
Now,
I'ma
we're looking at
just
some paranormal events caught
smoke
on
before we
live
leave.
TV. So hit that subscribe
My
button and get
non-stoner
ready for
friend,
more
and it's
scary
that guy.
content.
I
Just
can't
like
cross my
this.
arms with this mic, but you know, it's that guy. Giving the look. I love that.
Posted to the YouTube channel Kenya Citizen TV, this clip has become one of the more notable paranormal events caught on live TV. Taken as US President Barack Obama landed in Nairobi,
I love that intro.
Kenya,
Another
the
one
footage
with
at first appears to be
former
fairly
President
standard.
Barack Obama.
The president is seen disembarking from his plane, then stopping to speak with the crowd gathered to greet him.
On the Slapped Ham
He
channel
takes his time
as
exchanging
well.
pleasantries with as many bystanders as possible. However, several minutes into the broadcast, something very strange is captured on camera.
Ooh.
The anomaly is fast, and if you blink as
Okay.
it passes, chances are you'll miss it. Even when the footage is slowed down, the object or entity is
I saw it. I didn't blink.
However, a
But-
quick glance at the shape is enough to reveal its seemingly spectral appearance.
Could that be debris
It moves extremely
flying
quickly and is clearly transparent.
past the camera?
But at regular speed, only the blur of a greyish-blue colour can be seen as the shape blazes past the camera.
It does appear in the shape of something.
Possibly even stranger is the fact that no
Bad.
one present seems to notice it moving. Is it possible that it was travelling too fast for the human eye to perceive? Let me know what you
Well,
think
he's
the
looking
camera has
down,
managed to
too.
capture in the comments section
That's
below.
also probably why he didn't notice it. Okay, that was good. That looked creepy, but also I feel like
Hey peeps, just a quick interlude
It's
to let you
just
know
as-
today's episode
there's,
is sponsored
like,
by
bleh.
Raid Shadow Legends.
I also
Raid
feel like
Shadow
that there
Legends is
might be a
free-to-play
reasonable
dark
explanation for
fantasy
that.
RPG.
That's
It's
cool.
available on PC and
That you got
mobile with
a
cross-play
Shadow
support.
Legends sponsorship,
Basically,
man.
it's new. The devs will be giving out some special rewards to those who
Really?
finish higher.
It's in the corner here for the next 30 days. Check it out.
All right.
Many paranormal events caught on live TV happen during news broadcasts. This next clip, uploaded to YouTube by
UFOs.
Stephen
I love
N,
it.
seems to show a news crew who are in the right place.
Another
at the
reason to
right
watch
time.
Slapped Ham. They throw in the
Supposedly
occasional
broadcast in Turkey,
UFO
it
vid.
appears that the crew was actually covering an unrelated story when they managed to capture
Shouldn't be
this
rubbing
startling
my eyes,
footage.
but I wash my hands.
As the camera person films the reporter
like
set against the city
5
behind
times
them,
since the last time I've been
several
out.
passers-by can be seen walking in the background. Most pass right by the news crew. However, one man in particular can be seen standing right next to the waterfront. It soon becomes clear what has captured his attention as 3 UFOs appear in the sky.
It kind of looks set up, though, the fact that it's like a viral video marketing
Suddenly,
campaign.
a slew of people run over to see the impressive sight.
Like, that was
The camera
cinematic.
person seems to be the
You
first
see a guy
of the
who
news
notices
crew to
something
spot
which
the
makes you
craft,
look,
as the reporter too soon
you see
rushes
those
over
emerging.
to get a better view.
And even the way she's reporting
Oddly,
on
the
it, it's like,
video
oh my
cuts
god,
out
okay,
with
stay with
UFOs
me.
Still visible, floating
It's like
just
something out of
above
a
the
movie.
buildings.
No, this is
Was
fake.
this just a well-planned prank, or did this news crew really capture footage of several craft from another world? Unfortunately, without further information,
Prank?
the answer
You
will
mean
have
that
to remain a
was that's an
mystery,
actual
at
news
least
thing,
for
news
the
channel,
time being.
station that played that, or like, can you
Uploaded to
verify
the YouTube
that?
channel Christian Bello Web, this clip originally
Was
appeared
it
on
Zoom?
an Argentinian TV channel
Instagram
based
Live.
in the Entre Rios province. In the footage, a
Yeah,
man
that
and
last
woman
one, I
are
don't
seen
know.
broadcasting live on Instagram, likely
I
due
do
to
not know.
social distancing protocols. However, it seems that the transition of many broadcast programs from inside the studio to inside the homes of TV personalities has not led to a decrease
Mabu doesn't
in
want me spending
paranormal
money on
activity
this.
caught on camera.
But she's gone right
In
now.
fact, this new trend of broadcasting from inside one's
These are
home
expensive,
might be an
especially
opportunity to
downstairs.
capture even more creepy events.
It's the only store nearby.
As the two
that
speak
sells
to each
anything.
other, the background of the man's
A
home
lot of
is
stuff.
seen to be illuminated by a lamp
They take
placed on a
advantage.
table behind him.
It's a convenience store, not a dollar store.
Suddenly, the
You
lamp
go there for the
flickers
convenience,
before appearing to be
not
tipped
the
over
price.
by some sort of unseen force.
Difícil. Es como desestresante, ¿no?
Whether it's the
Yeah.
sound of the lamp falling
They
or the
just
lack of
toppled
background
over.
light that catches the man's attention is unclear. However, he appears to be understandably shocked and confused by what's just taken place. While it's possible
WTF?
that the lamp could have simply been pulled over by someone
this counts
standing
as
out
live.
of view of the camera, it
We're
seems
live
unlikely
watching
that
them
anyone
live.
would
Not
set up
technically,
such a
but you know what I
prank
mean?
during an important live interview.
Difícil. Es como desestresante, ¿no?
So what do you think? Was the lamp's bizarre movement the work of an inconsiderate trickster?
Yes.
Could it have been manipulated by something supernatural?
I don't think he was.
Love to
Hey, you
hear
got a
your
ring
thoughts
light
on
just
this
like me.
one in the comments section below.
That's real. She didn't notice.
If you've got your own scary photos
How
or
the heck-
videos you want to submit,
He has a
head to our
subreddit?
Slapcam subreddit. It's also a really cool place to see what other creepy things
I was
our
unaware of this. This is my
community
first time
There's a
seeing
link in the description box below, and I'll
seeing
pin
this.
it in the comments. Check it out.
in one of his videos.
Posted to the YouTube channel Original Video, this next clip was supposedly captured on an Albanian talk show. As the footage begins, the hosts seem to be talking about something entirely unrelated to paranormal activity, as you can clearly hear the name Amy Winehouse being mentioned. Suddenly, the two hosts are taken by surprise as one of several newspapers flies off the table, seemingly ripped into the air by some sort of unseen force.
Really? Holy, you know what?
Clearly bewildered
Okay,
by
I've
what
seen
has
this one
just
before.
happened, the male host
Ah!
picks up the
And
newspaper
I was
from
impressed
the floor, proving that
when I
there
saw
are
it the
no
first time,
strings or
too.
wires attached to it.
I swear I've seen this like maybe once my whole life.
He then requests that the clip be played back multiple times, which clearly shows that he didn't knock it off the table either. Rather, it seems as though the
That
panel
was good.
mysteriously
And
lifted
doesn't
into
his-
the air.
Something else make a movement?
Watching the footage, it's easy to see why so many people who have viewed the
Or
clip think
did I get
that
that wrong?
the sudden movement could be caused by a paranormal force. While it's unclear whether or not this was the work of a pesky poltergeist looking to get the host's attention, one thing is for sure. It's
Will it
certainly
stay
a creepy
1080? No,
video
we'll just
and
leave
an
it.
eerie experience that these two hosts won't soon forget.
Oh, there's an ad coming, everyone.
Remember to hit that subscribe button, then
We're
tickle
still
that
good,
little
are
bell
we?
icon there.
Are we? Are
that
we?
way you'll be notified
Yeah, the
every
ad
time we
didn't play.
upload our
Why did I
mysterious
think there was an
and
ad
creepy videos. Posted to the YouTube channel Express News, this video follows a team of
Paranormal
investigators as they explore a
Something
haunted
ghostly
house.
happened. I'm just kidding.
While many of these ghost hunting programs set off in search of the
More
supernatural,
technical
few
difficulties.
report having broadcast paranormal events live on TV. This seems to be the case here, as the group miraculously manages to capture what could potentially be genuine ghost footage. As the video begins, the group is seen making their way through a creepy old building. For the most part, they're subjected to standard hints of possible paranormal activity. Braving the possibility of getting up and close and personal with a spirit, the group appears to refuse to leave until they're able to confirm contact with a supernatural being. By the end of the video, it seems apparent that at least one of the investigators has chosen to stay overnight, setting himself up in a bed in the eerie house.
We saw a clip of this guy at the
Spirit
very
then
beginning of
appears
this
to take
video.
as a
I
clear
remember.
invitation to make its presence known.
Better be good.
At the 26-minute mark,
a lot of
their
build-up.
equipment begins to beep. A few
got it right
seconds
by his
later,
head.
the door begins to open and close all by itself.
I do that with my phone on the back of my bed frame.
Somehow, the man
If
manages
I
to calm his nerves and
can't
tries to
miss
get some
something.
more rest. As the man sleeps, his equipment begins to beep.
I'm napping in
once
the
more.
middle of the day.
Suddenly, something invisible appears to sit down on the bed alongside
Oh
him.
man, this is too good. Yep.
A clear
How do you fake the
indication
bed
forms
sinking?
as the man is slowly awoken by the scary event. Watching the clip, it seems that this scenario would be very difficult to hoax, as there doesn't appear to be anything
That's what
visible
I just
pressing
said.
down on the corner of the bed.
Oh man.
Could it be possible that these paranormal investigators had finally gotten the proof that they were searching for after all? And what's more, it was broadcast on live television
I don't
for
know,
all
like
to see.
yeah. I don't think it's possible to get anything
If you want
better
to see
than
some
that.
more freaky things caught on live TV, then check out that link on the top there.
Like,
Otherwise, there's a paranormal playlist right there. Now, if you have your own scary photos or...
Go to one of the links. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I already forgot what I was going to say. Oh. Yeah, like, I understand why that's number one. That's starting to become something I say a lot. Of course I notice. I'm going to always notice. But, geez, you know what? I don't know how you would get something like better than that. What would be like the best possible paranormal footage you could hope for? I would imagine a full-on being, full-on crystal clear apparition that looks like a person on camera as well. But how would you know? Maybe it's been captured before. Oh, golly. Okay. Where are we? Here, let me show you the trick I do.
Stay.
Alright, no ads popped up, but this thing popped up, so hopefully nothing else will pop up. And... no, it always goes back to auto. Oh well.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slapped Ham. Today
We're gonna get
we'll look
another
at
ad,
some
I know
ghost
it.
Sightings that are starting
Good
to
for him,
freak
I
the
mean.
internet out. But as always, before we dive into these
Not for me.
fascinating
I'm just being
stories,
bitter, I guess.
remember to hit that subscribe button for more scary content, just like this.
Done and done. Oh, I'm gonna remember to like these videos after. Don't worry. I know I haven't been doing it live, but I forget sometimes.
Was uploaded by GI Try TV. The mysterious footage seems to have captured something truly bizarre. The video opens up with a rather messy workshop. There are various items strewn about the room without the camera focusing on anything in particular. There isn't a single sign of human activity within the entire warehouse. After a few seconds, something eerie and unexplainable occurs. Starting from the right side of the screen...
oh, it's the friggin' mist again, and it's going around a corner.
...making its way into view. It flows through the air in a long, thin line before making its way out of the doorway to the left.
Kind of testing the audio while I watch this. Can you tell I'm doing it again?
It then curves
Just making
almost
sure.
like a snake or bullet train banking around a corner. It's translucent and at least 10 feet long.
At least.
Just as soon as it arrives, the mysterious apparition leaves and nothing's left in its wake. Even more bizarre
Look at
is
that,
the
the
fact
quality.
that certain parts of it are more solid than others. Could this indicate there are multiple ghosts travelling in a row, or perhaps their
It's like
souls
as if
following
Slapped
each
Ham
other and
has
are connected in
recognized
some way?
a particular paranormal phenomenon that occurs with
Tony Ferguson
consistency.
has brought his ghost whispering A game with his new video from the haunted Bodmin jail.
Awesome.
This
Pure
scary video starts out in a
awesomeness.
location where criminals and various heinous men in history have faced trial and execution. Some believe it's common for spirits to hang around in places of despair such as this, and with so much death in one place,
I've heard
you might
that
expect
too.
to see a
That's
few eerie entities. This is
One of
exactly what
kind of
happened
common knowledge when it
for
comes
Tony
to
and his team.
ghosts.
The team of investigators committed to spending nearly the
wonder if
entire
areas can be
afternoon and
positively
evening inside of
haunted.
Bodmin jail, keeping their eyes peeled for any supernatural
Instead of
happenings.
haunted
Although it seemed
areas
very
where
quiet for most
despairing
of the
things have
afternoon,
happened, it's
once
like
the sun
areas
started to set, eerie things began to
where
occur.
super happy things have
Everything
happened.
from strange noises to apparitions started to make their presence known.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, bottom.
The
I saw
ghost
that.
whispering endeavour culminated in the creepy appearance of a black cloaked apparition
Wait,
at the
what?
end of a hallway.
Oh, okay, I see it.
It has what looks like a shaved head and an old school coat that drapes down past
Am I
its
covering
legs.
it? No, you see it. You see it. Ugh.
The ghostly figure doesn't look at the crew at all, but rather continues on its way. It seems to move with a purpose. Each fluid step is soundless.
Damn. Instant replay. Oh, man. Creepy. Okay.
The YouTube channel Paseo
I'm digging it.
Infinito delivers another amazing encounter. This hospital seems to have some supernatural
Again,
beings
a
living
hospital.
within
This one's
its
not abandoned,
walls.
though. But
the video
still.
opens up with a view of the hospital.
He was saying
hallway,
places of
and at
despair,
first,
right?
There doesn't appear to be anything amiss.
That probably
Seconds later,
happens
out of
more
nowhere,
often.
the lid of the nearby
there.
garbage can begins to spin.
Yeah.
It turns and turns before stopping at an odd angle. The videographer is startled and jumps back, but before they're able to compose themselves, they encounter yet another apparition. There isn't anything they can do but shiver as what appears to be a ghost with long hair runs across the hallway.
Oh man, that really that freaked me out the first time, but watching it a second time,
but one can easily make out.
I don't know. That's really unusual. That's not something I've seen before.
The long hair is
I don't
black
know.
and frizzy with
It's
a
freaky,
healthy
but
bounce
at
that
the
mirrors
same
her
time-
steps while she maneuvers her way across the hall. Nothing else is moving.
Why is the
There's something
person's
about the
shoes white?
situation
Why
that
is the
screams, "Get out,"
shadow
but the camera
person's
holder
shoes
remains.
white?
It isn't until it appears as though the apparition won't make an encore debut that they continue on. Do you think hospitals are more prone to hauntings? Love to get your thoughts on this mysterious
is a
piece of
hospital.
footage in the comments section below.
Do you think the hospitals are more prone to hauntings? Did you hear that? Yes, I do actually. I was honestly just saying
From
that.
the organization Azteca America, which is known for reporting on more than just ghost sightings, comes an encounter with the spiritual world. Upon investigating a local schoolhouse that's been abandoned, the team quickly discovers that there are a lot of markings that couldn't have been made by humans.
What? How do you mean?
The stairway looks as though there's been claws scraping at it, and there have been a lot of
Okay,
reports of
yeah.
eerie figures wandering in the shadows and around the windows from outside.
Just say more likely by, not by
A team
humans.
of young investigators begins to film the
'Cause
area.
you'd
in
have to be
hopes of
kinda
finding
crazy to
something
be
that would
chipping away
confirm or deny any hauntings. It isn't
At
until
brick
early
to
in
make
the
it look
morning
like
that
claw
they
marks.
encounter what appears to be proof of something terrifying.
But it can be done.
There isn't a lot to see at first. A figure appears that almost looks like one of the young investigators.
What? Oh man.
It isn't until everyone realizes that the ghostly apparition is transparent that they understand what they're dealing with. If you slow the footage down, there is indeed something standing there. It looks to
Indeed.
be a young girl wearing a long white dress.
No, yeah, you were right the first time. It looks
It
like
took the news crew a lot of
one
time
of
to
the news
review
crew.
the tapes to catch the exact moment after the fact. It's enough to send shivers down your spine.
yes.
Nick Wilde via Desdil Masala Zerchu brings us this next video, which is a series of
Ooh.
encounters with a
What
paranormal
poltergeist
being
doesn't
that
terrorize the
relentlessly
family,
frightens
right?
the family living there. At first, all appears normal within the family kitchen. The videographer talks about the various ghost sightings that have occurred around
It always
their
appears
home.
normal at first. There's always a happy family at the
It isn't
beginning of the
long
horror
until we
movie.
discover just what happens in the house.
What
The
happens?
door to the washing
Oh, okay.
machine opens without anyone touching it. The young man filming attempts to rationalize the encounter, but it isn't long until the microwave opens up as well.
Oh man.
Out
Neat
of nowhere, a
microwave,
chair
dude.
falls backwards.
Person.
He quickly calls over his family
Oh,
member
okay,
to
it's a he.
experience the encounters as well, and the chairs begin to fall all around the table.
Man, that would be so freaky.
Various
I wonder why
items
there
in the
isn't sound.
cabinets begin to rattle over and over again before suddenly going still.
Oh,
Wildly, one of the cabinets swings all the way open to expose everything inside in a disheveled mess. The family keeps attempting to tidy up the chairs, but the possible poltergeist tips them over again and again.
wait, it's tip. Oh, the chairs.
It isn't long before a bottle
It's
of water
tipping the
comes
people
flying
over?
from a
No.
nearby shelf and lands across the floor at the
Bottle.
other
It's
side
bottle
of the
flipping.
kitchen.
It is bottle flipping. Ah,
After this happens, the nearby bathroom sink begins to turn itself on and off, and the lighting inside also begins to flicker.
sink light. Okay, this activity is consistent with like
While the
paranormal
bathroom's being
activity.
investigated, a small trash can in the kitchen gets flung about 1 foot
Okay,
forward
it's starting to
and
get
hits the
blurry.
outside
This isn't
of
my
the
stream.
nearby
This is the
oven.
video quality. Oh man.
It isn't long before the chairs fall yet again.
Oh,
The family
man.
start picking them up, but the spirit immediately flings the chair on the far right in a different direction.
Hardcore poltergeist. It's almost okay. The activity is so consistent. It's kind of almost like it's on a loop.
Ladders to the ground. It's not long after that a nearby
just me?
bedroom begins to experience power loss.
Okay, now we
As
got
the
some new
family looks
shots.
up, the lights begin to flicker. Suddenly, all of the lights go out, and the young man screams in terror while taking refuge in the nearby bathroom.
I'm gonna have to take your
Everything
word
turns
for
to
it.
black.
I kind of hear
Then
the
suddenly,
audio.
a still image of a
It's not very
mysterious
good.
figure appears with glowingly malicious eyes before the video completely cuts out.
Okay, see now.
I'll throw this question out to you. Where would you hide, or what would you do if your family was under attack by a malicious poltergeist?
I don't know if it's real now after seeing that shadow.
Before we
With
take a
white
look at the
eyes.
terrifying
Usually it's one or
encounter
the
with
other.
possible sleep
And if
paralysis
there's
demon,
eyes,
remember to
they're
hit that
red.
subscribe button. and then
Actually, you
tickle
know
that little
what?
Bell icon there. That
I
way
have
you'll
heard
be
of shadows with
notified
red
every
eyes.
time we upload our scary and mysterious
Are there shadows
videos.
with white eyes out there? Do those exist? Because
Hailing from an
not
unknown
familiar with
source
them,
comes a
but
truly terrifying encounter.
yeah,
with
that
the
shadow was the
spiritual
least
world.
believable thing of that
While not all
whole
spirits are
number
inherently
2.
evil,
All right, we
there
got
are
our first
definitely
one
those
that I'm not
appear
very
to have
impressed with.
malicious intentions. This woman has obviously had her fair share of ghost sightings. After lying down on her sparsely
It's good up
populated
until the
bed,
end.
the woman shares, through captions added to the video after the encounter, that she couldn't breathe and couldn't move.
Okay, is that like a
She attempted
condition
to call
though?
for help
Don't
of some
people
kind,
get that
but her tongue
sometimes?
felt numb. It was impossible for her to speak any words or communicate in general. In the video, we see that she manages to make her way out of the bed, but it isn't long until a terrifying figure rears its ghostly visage. A figure,
Waiting.
cloaked entirely in black, begins to lurch upwards and rotate outwards towards the girl. Everything but its face
That's
is
scary
shrouded in
looking.
darkness.
Well done, bravo. But I don't know if
The
it's
face
real.
of the apparition is as pale as snow
Again,
without facial expression.
When you
It
mix
almost stares at her with a sort of hatred. It doesn't make any noise nor any overly aggressive movements.
normally shadow figures or paranormal phenomena
Perhaps the most terrifying aspect of this
On
ghastly
camera
being was the absolute control
is
it
a
had
solid
over the poor
color.
girl's physical body without even touching her.
different colors represent different kinds of energy. And I
Have
feel
you
like
ever encountered a sleep paralysis
two different
demon when
I
trying to
don't-
get some
I don't-
shut-eye?
I don't know if that's a
Love to
thing.
hear about
You
your
know what I mean?
experiences in the
it's like two
comments
different
section
kinds of energy
below.
there showing up on camera. I think it's a performance.
If you want to see some more scary ghost sightings
And
caught on
also the
camera, then
transition.
check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, there's a massive scary playlist there you can binge on for hours.
I don't see a
and hours.
link.
Leave us a
Did he forget to do that for this video? I'm sorry. I gotta pause it in case there's copyrighted music. Oh, what a perfect place to pause it on.
comment.
That's slightly better. Okay. You know what? What was the theme to this one? Ghost sightings that are freaking the internet out? Okay. The live TV ones and... yeah. The ones we've seen before have been better. This one, the first 2, I didn't think were that good. I was not convinced by the effects. The fading and... yeah, that looked like After Effects, computer editing, but I do think there were some good ones in there. I remember at the top, but yeah, freaky nonetheless. Okay, I'll give them that. They freaked me the heck out, but don't believe them. Oh yeah, you going to bed? You going to bed soon, boo boo? Oh, I missed the last couple of messages because I was all enthralled with the video. My bad. I was all like whew, caught up in what was happening. It's cool if you want to go to bed soon or now. I'm going to watch one more video. I've used this line a lot, and I point out when I repeat jokes a lot. Every time, I think. So, keeping me on my toes.
That's the 2 lights.
The EVP one. I'm gonna turn the volume up on my speakers a bit.
Hey, you doing
For this one, you won't notice, but I will. Or maybe you will. Maybe you'll hear it more on the mic. Hopefully it's not echoey. Hopefully this mic is as good as they say it is.
Button and get ready for more creepy content.
The salesman who sold it to me. Excusez-moi.
Redditor Golden Whamsy posted this unsettling bit of footage. When this urban explorer set out down this abandoned tunnel, he was most likely hoping for some terrifying thrills in the darkness. However, it turns out that something much more menacing
I need more
was waiting in the
backstory.
shadows.
It's just like an abandoned
In
tunnel.
this short clip, we can see the camera holder head into the dark, decrepit tunnel, with only the light from his camera to cast a faint glow on the rundown, shadowy walls made of crumbling grey stone.
Oh man.
For the first few seconds of the video, the tunnel is almost silent.
But
the only noise that intrudes the eerie quiet is the sound of the explorer's footsteps as he heads deeper into the tunnel.
I hear that.
Suddenly, the silence of the tunnel is shattered in the most terrifying way imaginable, as a horrifying howl echoes through the blackness. The howl is strange. It doesn't sound like any animal, but it also doesn't sound entirely human.
Either supernatural or paranormal.
Some viewers have speculated that another person was waiting deep in the tunnel to make the terrifying noise. Yet, something about the howl seems too
I've seen someone come in. I don't know if that's my boo. Could just be a random person. Yep, that's freaky.
Other viewers believe that some sort of creature or entity made the sound as a warning. Turn back now or suffer the consequences. Either way, would you be sticking around in this creepy tunnel after a terrifying noise like that? Let me know in the comments section below.
That's not normal. It's freaky.
YouTube channel Soul Searching is known for sharing haunting videos and scary EVPs.
So Slap Ham, is he sticking to top 6s? I wasn't paying close enough attention.
Like
I am right now.
Terrifying noises became the star of the show.
That's all I need to know. Terrifying noises.
According to the investigators, the ghosts responded to several attempts to make contact. The scary EVPs.
I like the top 6s though, because there's so many top 5s.
Firstly, while the crew was setting up equipment in the barn, a tape recorder caught the phrase, "I'm Noah," and the cats lie on me, being whispered by a disembodied voice.
Yeah, look at that. I broke. Yeah, look at that.
Ooh!
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that cat.
Later, in one of the bedrooms, strange
looks like my
noises are heard, along with
cat.
the phrases,
Frisky.
"It's out there," and "I'm Katie."
Ugh.
Even creepier, EVPs were captured in the children's bedroom.
Oh my goodness, is there really going to be a Robin Williams EVP in this one?
My head and good night.
Because of the thumbnail. My head. Damn. Why am I listening to my mic? No.
In another bedroom, investigators recorded
I don't know how to turn my head, apparently.
on a digital recorder and numerous orbs on a video camera.
So
this home belongs
they are
to the
called
Moore family
EVPs.
in the early 1900s.
Did I already say that?
In the early morning of June 10, 1912, all 6 family members and their 2 house guests were found murdered. A lengthy investigation resulted in several suspects, 2 of whom were brought to trial and were found not guilty.
What?
The house has been owned and lived in by several families since these murders took place. None stayed long. Each family reported strange happenings.
A group of nuns stayed there a long time? I'm just kidding.
Things moving,
I know
voices,
what he meant.
apparitions, and strange shadows. I don't think this house will be going off market again anytime soon. Would you be brave enough to live there, or even just spend one night in this creepy old house? Let me know what you'd do in the comments section below. When Slapcam viewer Christina received the first video of her newborn nephew, she wasn't expecting to hear any scary EVPs.
Those are the best ones where they don't expect it.
Like this little guy has managed to capture a ghost's attention in his first days of life.
Really?
The video, recorded in Valley Medical in San Jose, California,
it's a hospital, though.
shows the baby's mother attempting to awaken
were just
the sleeping
saying,
child
hospitals.
in his hospital bassinet. While filming, the mother doesn't notice anything unusual.
They get haunted more
when
often.
She was editing the video later, she noticed a harsh, ghostly voice whispering, "Wake up," to her sleeping son.
Oh, man.
Many paranormal believers claim that children are more easily able to perceive the
Can you imagine?
supernatural than adults.
Oh god, let me know if you hear something in my microphone. This is a good microphone. Imagine if I picked up something paranormal.
After the voice speaks, the baby opens his eyes and begins fussing in his bassinet. Is it possible that he heard the terrifying voice?
Wake up! Oh god.
This video was recorded while the mother and child were still
in the hospital, shake
so
up.
hopefully the spirit remains there.
Does that song go?
It's thought hospitals are a common location for ghosts to hang around because of the high number of deaths that occur in their rooms. If this little man is lucky, this will be the last encounter he has with a scary EVP.
One would certainly hope.
In this video from Ghosted UK's YouTube channel, a ghost seems to have spoken up either in an attempt to help or to be terrifying.
Get a life.
Listen
Is that what it
closely
says?
to the video and judge for yourself. The video is almost entirely black as an unexpected power outage has plunged the group of paranormal investigators into darkness. It's thought the presence of a ghostly entity can wreak havoc on electricity, so it's possible that the loss of lights is the first clue to the presence of a paranormal visitor. For much of the video, we can only hear the voices of people scared and exasperated by the loss of electricity.
Yeah, it's in the middle. Okay, would you want to swap then?
So the fact that it's black is unintended?
People call out into the darkness, instructing others to find a light. After a few seconds, a faint light illuminates the area, allowing us to see some of the people who were caught in the darkness.
Okay, for real light?
At first, the occurrence doesn't seem that unusual. However, if you listen closely while the people are calling out for light, it becomes clear that one of the voices is not of a natural origin. As the cacophony fills the air, a ghostly voice growls the words, "Get a life" or "Get a light."
I can't see. Can you put some of the light for me?
There's the 2 lights. There's the 2 lights. There's the 2 lights.
If it was the latter, the presence could have simply been trying
It sounds like, it always sounds like a whisper. That's how you know it's real. Man, that guy's throat, he's like me.
If it was saying "get a life," there could be some creepier connotations to these scary EVPs.
I've heard that it always sounds like a whisper, but I've heard that
get a light or get
they actually have to,
life.
it's like screaming to them. They have to use a lot of energy. So to them it's like full-on screaming, but we hear it as a whisper. That's what I've heard. Forget where and when, probably in a video like this.
The scary EVPs recorded here seem
let me
to
know what you think.
justify this claim.
Let me know
One
what you
night, the
think.
usually quiet area was interrupted by the rhythmic beating of a snare drum.
Where's the source of
drumming
this one?
heard in the video
This is one of
reminiscent
those
of the types
videos.
of melodies drummed in old wars as the troops march into battle. According to Cody Maniz 64,
I've heard of
the drumming
stories.
continued to echo through the neighborhood for 3 hours.
I've heard of stories of people in cabins hearing boats go by in the middle of the night that were never there, at old campsites, people chopping wood, and what else? Stories of people hearing horses go by in certain areas. For some reason, paranormal activity that occurs outside the home is equally terrifying. I don't know why. I guess because we've seen so much ghost and paranormal movies, and we've heard so many stories take place inside your home that you know, haunted houses. That's how ghosts work, right? Normally, that to hear about a ghost that travels outside from place to place. I don't know why that's freakier. Almost, you know, a ghost wandering about out in the street, going by, not limited by four walls. Yeah, creepy. I think I just explained it. It's coming from the woods.
King
or
Philip, otherwise
unknown
known as
origin.
Metacomet, was a Native American chief who was beheaded on the very street where this video was recorded.
Oh, for real?
His death occurred during a long and bloody war, in which Metacomet led a group of warriors from several Native American tribes in an attempt to push European colonists out of New England. In 1676, Metacomet was fatally shot. The vicious war lasted for another 2 years after his death, resulting in a colonial victory and countless casualties.
Man.
Could the eerie drumbeat be somehow linking back to this violent past?
Could be. Deceased natives.
Given its bloody history, it's unsurprising
Or
that
actual
paranormal
natives
energy
beating
would abound
drums
on the
somewhere
spot
out there.
where Metacomet lost his life.
That's a
Perhaps these
possibility
ancient
too, you know.
battlegrounds are best left
Paranormal
undisturbed.
investigators using actual tools, drums. I've heard stories actually involving drums.
Before we listen to some compelling evidence that may suggest Robin Williams is in the afterlife, remember
Really?
to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there. That way you'll get notifications every time we upload
The
our
thumbnail. This is what we've been waiting
scary
for.
videos.
Oh no!
When actor and comedian Robin Williams
And I was just
died
giving
in
him credit for not putting an ad
2014,
before the number
shocked and
one video.
saddened. His laughter and humor would be missed by
In the
many
last
who were
video.
heartbroken by the
How about
loss.
that? How about
However,
that?
because
Spoke
of a
too
series
soon.
of videos uploaded to YouTube
Yeah,
by
I don't
Charlie
know, I might do the
Chittenden
same thing.
Paranormal and Huff
If I ever get
Paranormal,
ads.
some believe the beloved
No, I won't.
comedian may not be gone for
We'll see.
good. Charlie Chittenden recorded his videos using a ghost box, attempting specifically to make contact with Robin Williams in the afterlife.
What if it's a
Ghost
spirit
boxes
pretending to be
operate by
Robin
scanning
Williams? I
radio
feel like that's also a
frequencies in
possibility.
an attempt to capture EVPs. At first, the ghost box seems to make contact with other spirits.
Actually, a strong possibility.
One of which says, "Robin's gone, that's over."
Imposter ghost. Ooh.
Charlie continues his questioning with
How
some
often do
ghostly
people
voices
encounter
seeming to
demons
provide answers
that
to
claim
his
to be the devil,
questions.
you know?
However, it
Ghosts
isn't clear
and
if it's Williams'
spirits
voice.
lie.
Your reasons for doing this may have been that you were suffering from Lewy body dementia. Could you confirm this was part of the reason?
In Charlie's second attempt to communicate
Crazy
with
people always
Williams
claim they're
using
the devil
ghost
or
box,
Jesus,
Charlie
and in the
again
spirit
asks
world it's no
Williams'
different.
spirit to come
I believe
forward and
that.
speak. The scary EVPs continue in this session, with ghostly voices popping up occasionally, providing unclear and cryptic responses to Charlie's questions.
Robin starred in films such as What Dreams May Come.
So far, it's spirits talking about him. Someone's
In the
gonna
Huff Paranormal video,
just
the
come
host
in and be a
also
prick,
attempts to
though.
use a
I don't think
ghost
it's the
box
real
to
Robin.
communicate with the
I'm
late
gonna tell you right
actor.
now, I haven't heard it yet, but I don't think
First
it's him.
attempt in making contact occurred on the day that Williams died. A voice speaks up saying, "We're waiting." In a
Evil
tone that
entities,
the investigator
they pretend to be
believes matches
innocent
Williams' voice
things.
in life.
Are you there, Robin?
Okay, he keeps
The voice
repeating
makes
it.
other
I thought that
statements
was
that
just this
sound like
one recording,
Williams
but
and
okay.
could suggest that he's in the afterlife.
I heard
such
it.
as the phrase, "I must have got it wrong."
That's really clear, and it does sound kind of like
The
him,
investigator
but
makes further attempts to contact Williams.
I'm sticking to my
In his
thing. I don't
third
think it's him.
attempt, The most compelling EVP comes
That was really
through.
good.
The voice
was creepy.
states, "I'm dead,"
Maybe it was.
in a tone that sounds exactly like Robin Williams. This session ends with the hopeful phrase, "There is light, and I'm here with Dad."
No, Robin. This is making me
This suggests that the
emotional.
beloved actor may have found peace wherever he is.
I hope I don't like it. ad ruining the moment. Why you do that? I, for real, legit don't know how to feel about that last one. Okay, actually, let me just say that overall, all of those lists were actually quite good. Let me turn the music down just a notch. For the most part, yeah. That was like it. All those lists were like, no! I accidentally almost reported my boo for it gave me a list of stuff. I didn't click on anything, but I almost reported her for like something. I clicked cancel. Anyways, what was I talking about? Most of those were really good. That last one where we heard EVPs, that sounded like Robin Williams. Oh my goodness, what on earth? Blah. Too much. Too intense. But yeah, worthy thumbnail. I totally get why that video had as many views as it did. Thumbnail definitely made you want to click it and hear it, and it did not clickbait you. It gave you what you were asking for, what you were expecting, and yeah, that was really clear, and it sounded like him. And the things he said, oh, it's like, I mean, slapped ham, put a positive spin on it and looked at it in like the best possible way, but maybe I'm a glass half full kind of guy and I'm looking at it the wrong way, but I feel bad. Hopefully he's okay. He's not stuck, because there is light. I've heard descriptions of like the spirit world and how it actually looks to spirits and mediums and stuff. It's like it's all black and shadowy place, dark, like in the Insidious movie, but there are spots of light, energy or whatever is illuminating, and so it's like some areas have more energy, more activity, and so to them it's like you go towards the areas where there's light. So one building to us may look like just a normal building, but it also may have a lot of paranormal activity going on in the inside. To a spirit, that would appear like an island of light, you know, out in the darkness. That's another way Beetlejuice was kind of accurate. The ghosts were afraid to leave the house. I think a lot of spirits are afraid to leave their area, but for, yeah, the reason I just said, not because they're like tremors or those Beetlejuice desert snakes out there, but because it's like dark and unknown and you just see some light in the distance, maybe, you know, because during a tragic event or where there's high intense emotions, I guess you can leave an imprint of your environment with your energy. And I personally, yeah, the way I think it works is you also leave an imprint of yourself. Like that's how ghosts work. It's my theory. So a medium could come and see what the place looked like back in the day. The ghost would want to just hang out in that area, in that energy, the way their place looked when they were there, instead of wandering off into the unknown. This was good. I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Good stream. Thanks for stopping by. I don't really have a sign off. I don't have a, what's the opposite of a sign off? A sign on. I don't really have a greetings either. I'm a little burnt out. Now that we've reached the end. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. I say that all the time. That's like just something you say, right? Something I say now. Thanks for stopping by.